Welcome back to my channel. Here we are again today with another video. If you guys are new here, I lost over 100 pounds, but even though I have lost over 100 pounds, I have gone through ups and downs in my own personal weight loss journey. Just recently, I opened up to you guys about how I gained weight. Just because I lost 130 pounds does not mean I have to stop being active or it just ends when you get to your goal weight. If I do not keep up with certain type of habits, or if I don't exercise, if I don't eat right, or at least eat at calorie maintenance, if I binge on a lot of different food that isn't going to be necessarily the best for me, I do start to gain weight. I do start to see my body changing. And different ways I went about losing that weight again and how I got back on track. But something I didn't really talk about is how to restart your weight loss journey if you get off track, or even if you gain weight again. What are the steps that you need to take to be able to start losing weight again, or at least get back into a fitness routine? So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys personal tips that I always follow whenever I get off of my fitness routine, whether that means I went and I ate something bad for a couple of days, or if I just fell off completely and gained 10, 20 pounds. The first way that may be the easiest thing to do to start getting back on track is meal prepping the night before. So if you have been eating bad and you haven't been eating what you really need to, or you're having an issue with portion sizes or portion control, this may be your way to go. If you have a busy lifestyle and that is one of the reasons you got off track, or you need to restart your weight loss journey, this may be easiest to follow. So you can either meal prep for the week, or if you just want to be easy on yourself and take it lightly, you can meal prep at the end of each night to eat for the next day. I'm gonna share with you guys my favorite and most easiest meal prep recipe. You're gonna need some olive oil spray, some regular virgin olive oil. You can use chicken breast or seasoned chicken, about 2 packs or 2.5 cups of zucchini noodles. You're gonna need some tomatoes, pesto sauce, and also your seasoning of choice, but I also just use salt and pepper. First, you're gonna take about 2 chicken breasts and put them onto a pan. You're going to use nonstick spray on the pan and also just cook it with some olive oil. Next, I'm just taking about 1 cup of tomatoes. I just kind of measured this and eyeballed it. I didn't really measure it specifically. Tomatoes are very low calorie. Next, I'm taking the zucchini noodles and adding them to the pan and basically mixing everything together with some pesto sauce too. And this is literally the easiest meal prep. This is about 2 to 3 servings depending on how hungry you are. I also added some feta cheese crumbles on top. You can eat it if you're hungry or store it in the fridge for later. I also like to prep my smoothies the night before, so that way after I'm done exercising, I can immediately drink the smoothie and it helps me from overeating. The ingredients are really simple. You're just gonna need some berries, some powdered peanut butter, any type of protein powder that has less sugar in it, and I'm also taking about 2 cups of water. For a sweetener, I'm going to be using stevia. The first thing I am going to do is use my water as a base, measure out the berries, and then add them to the blender. Add my sweetener inside of the blender as well. I'm also going to be adding some powdered peanut butter, and lastly, a scoop of lower calorie protein powder. And this is one of the ways that I feel full. The protein is going to make me feel full. It's low carb, it's lower amounts of sugar. It's also sweet without any processed sugar. I was on my way to the gym and I thought I should share something that has been honestly helping me with productivity and getting back on track. It is honestly a struggle trying to get back on track and even just trying to be productive in general. If I am deciding not to intermittent fast when I go and work out, I usually take some type of supplement such as pre-workout or any type of natural herbal supplement, and that usually helps motivate me to get up to go to the gym or even just to give me an extra boost of energy
while I'm working out. One supplement that I have been taking recently that has honestly been helping me with productivity and motivation is called Magic Mind. Magic Mind is an herbal supplement that's made with things like matcha, nootropics, adaptogens, and it's also sweetened with honey. When I received my Magic Mind shipment, it actually came in 15 bottles, which can help me throughout the month whenever I am grinding every single day, motivated, exercising, and consistent. I have to make sure I'm taking care of my body. I have to make sure I'm replenishing myself naturally with things that will give me energy. So I'm so happy I came across these Magic Mind bottles because they honestly have been helping me so much in my day-to-day. If you guys are interested in trying out Magic Mind for yourself to help you with productivity and give you that extra boost of energy, especially if you're getting back into a routine, I do have a 20% discount code for you guys. I will list it on the screen and down in the description. And the best part about Magic Mind is they do have a money back guarantee. So if you try it and you receive the 15 to 30 bottles and you're not satisfied with your purchase, you can get your money back. So there is no harm in trying out Magic Mind for yourself if you guys want something other than caffeine or any type of pre-workout, and if you guys just want to try something that is more on the natural side.
The next thing I do to be able to make sure that I can restart my weight loss journey is by being in bed 45 minutes before I plan to go to sleep. Being in bed by a certain time, or at least an hour to 45 minutes before you actually plan on falling asleep, your brain can mentally prepare you to fall asleep. It'll help you get back into a routine if you need to wake up earlier, and it'll also allow you to be efficiently rested the next day so you can be able to get back on track with your schedule. And adding working out back into your routine, you're gonna need the extra energy and the rest. In addition to trying to go to sleep at a decent time every single night, I also try to wake up earlier whenever I'm trying to get back into a routine. Now, I personally work for myself, but regardless if you work for yourself or not, it is critical to have a routine, especially when you're trying to get into fitness, because there are things that you have to do, like eat in a calorie deficit and work out, and you have to make sure that you're balancing your life so you're not too stressed out. And also, waking up earlier can lead to a more productive day. For me personally, I love waking up at 8 a.m. I'm trying to wake up earlier than that, and especially if I'm trying to get back on track, it's going to be really hard to start waking up in the morning. You may feel drowsy when you first wake up, but the earlier the better so that you can fit in your workout and you won't feel rushed in the morning time. The next thing that I personally do to restart any type of weight loss or fitness journey is working out first thing in the morning. Personally, I like to intermittent fast, which is why I choose to do this, and it's just easiest for me. I usually reserve time in the morning to be able to do this. You can choose to work out whenever, but in my personal experience, I enjoy working out in the morning, especially when I have meal prep, went to sleep at a decent hour, woke up feeling rested, and woke up earlier in the morning time. It's just a good start for me. And also, of course, if you're trying to lose weight again, working out is important. It's not essential, but it is important. And working out doesn't necessarily mean having to drive to the gym. If you have a gym where you live, then that's perfectly fine. If you just want to wake up in the morning and go for a walk with your animal, that is okay too. If you want to do some type of class or some type of session at home, that is fine too. Whatever allows you to get yourself moving in the morning will help you. Once you first start getting back into a routine, it is going to be difficult because you're learning how to be disciplined again. The more you do it, the easier it will get for you. Now that you have kind of implemented a new routine, or at least went back to your old routine, now you want to start structuring your diet after all of that physical stuff is out of the way. If you are trying to restart your weight loss journey entirely, the first thing that you want to do is grocery shop. In this video specifically, I'm not going to tell you exactly what to eat because that is completely up to you. If you guys are interested in exactly what I eat in a day to lose weight, I do have a weight loss
sauce recipes down below, and I will also show some examples in this video. But just a brief summary, you just want to eat whole food, which means natural food, whether that is organic or not, basically unprocessed food. If you eat meat, you want to get lean protein. If you don't eat meat, you want to make sure that you're staying away from processed vegan options or vegetarian options. You want to make sure that you can basically feel everything that you're going to cook with. You want to feel raw materials. You want to eat a lot of vegetables. You want to stay away from things that are unnecessarily packaged. So these are things like cookies, these are things like chips, and etc. And try your best to stay away from sugar, processed food, and especially fast food. Now, this isn't an immediate thing for everyone, and of course, you never want to restrict yourself. You don't want to go into a dangerous dieting cycle, or you don't want to have or develop an issue with binging in some type of way. So if you need to go grocery shopping, that would be your time to avoid all the processed food that you usually get and eat whole food. It'll be better for you when you get hungrier and you want something to eat, but nothing necessarily bad is readily available for you. After you have gone grocery shopping and you figured out what type of eating style you want to follow that is sustainable, my personal recommendation is to volume eat. Volume eating is a style of eating where you eat a large amount in volume. However, you're not eating a large amount of calories. This way of eating can be very beneficial because for people who are just trying to get back on track or people who have a problem with overeating, you can eat a large amount but still be in a calorie deficit, lose weight, and feel satisfied at the same time. I'm going to be showing you an example of how I volume eat, but this is a snack edition. So I'm going to be taking some salt and pepper. I'm also going to be taking olive oil spray. I'm going to be taking this Mexican style cheese. I'm going to be taking some tomatoes as well and some egg whites. First, I spray a cupcake dish or just a baking dish with the olive oil spray so that the egg whites don't stick to the pan when I put them in the oven. The first thing I'm going to do is take pieces of spinach and put them inside. You'll want to put everything you want in your egg bites first, and once the tray is filled, then you're going to pour the egg whites inside of the trays. So I just added tomatoes, spinach, and cheese because that's all that would really fit, and that's all that I really wanted. And now I'm going to pour my liquid egg whites. This is also where I added the salt and pepper into the mixture as well. I put my egg white bites into the oven and baked them for about 10 minutes at 400 degrees. And once they were finally done, this is how they came out and how they looked inside the pan. To go with these egg white bites, I'm going to be making low-calorie iced coffee. So the first thing I'm taking is some sugar-free vanilla and then brewing some coffee into my cup. Next, I'm taking this keto creamer, and it is low-calorie. It's only 5 calories per serving, and this is how I make iced coffee under 50 calories. When I think about examples of volume eating, I think about things like salads or any type of lettuce wrap. These are examples of how to eat a large amount in volume, however, stay away from a large amount of calories. And of course, if you are starting to lose weight, you want to make sure that you are in a calorie deficit. A calorie deficit is any amount of calories you eat that is lower than your regular maintenance to maintain the current weight that you are at for your height. So for example, if you're eating around 3,000 calories a day, you want to start eating 2,500 calories a day with a 500 calorie deficit to be able to start losing weight. Another way to easily create a calorie deficit without necessarily tracking is to stop drinking your calories. Usually if you have something like iced coffee or even something like a slushie or any type of sugary beverage, that has calories and it has sugar inside of it. And one of the easiest ways to limit your caloric intake is by just drinking water or any type of beverages that don't have calories, sugar, or high amounts of calories. You don't have to cut out carbs completely, but cutting off
Certain things that are extremely processed like chips and cake and etc. will help you with the calorie deficit as well. Some other ways that I am able to restart a fitness journey or even a weight loss journey or get back on track is by limiting distractions. There are a lot of things that we do in a monotonous fashion where we don't really even realize how it's contributing to the way our body is gaining weight. It's so routine to our everyday lifestyle. For example, things like sitting on the couch for hours or scrolling on social media for hours. During this period of time, our mind is kind of being overtaken by what we're viewing, and we don't even realize how much time is passing away where we can be productive instead. Because regardless in any type of fitness journey or any type of weight loss journey you undergo, the big principle in losing weight is calories in versus calories out, and that includes daily movement. And so even though you may not realize it, the phone can be a distraction, social media can be a distraction, and also just sitting and watching TV all the time and not being active can also be a distraction. Another principle that I have really stuck to whenever I am trying to start to lose weight again or just get back on track with my fitness journey is getting enough rest. Getting enough rest does not necessarily mean sleeping all day long or getting more than 8 hours of sleep. Sometimes rest means giving your body a break. If you're someone like me who likes to do a lot of cardio or a lot of exercise in general, I cannot exercise all the time every single day. I will eventually get sore, I will eventually injure myself, and I won't be able to sustain that intensity. So it's really important to be patient with yourself and also be mindful of resting. I know a lot of people want to lose like 30 pounds in 30 days, but you just want to be careful because rest also means giving your body a break and also taking a break from stress. And dieting and exercising can be stressful on your body and actually stall you from losing weight. Something else that has helped me restart my weight loss journey or get back on track is by limiting my social media use. Now I am a social media influencer. However, I try to just create and use it as a tool instead of necessarily scrolling on it mindlessly for hours. I do think a lot of stuff online is fabricated. There are so many things to how relationships look, to how people's bodies look. A lot of pictures are photoshopped and edited, and I feel like online we constantly compare ourselves to other people, and that can hurt our self-esteem and especially our motivation. I know personally, whenever I am not my best self or whenever I don't feel motivated, I go online and I see everybody, like literally everybody, looking perfect or looking good, and it makes me feel bad about myself. So I've tried to be more so in reality and focus on my own personal goals instead of just mindlessly scrolling or even just limiting my use throughout the day. I try not to be on it for more than an hour to 2 hours a day. If you guys are interested in exactly what I eat in a day to lose weight, I do have weight loss recipes down below in the description. I'm also going to leave Magic Mind's information down below in the description if you guys are interested in trying their drinks to help with productivity. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.